Okay, so this is officially becoming the first video of the All-Seeing Eye. X is here. X is, for people who are unaware, has become production for this, so he's just watching what's about to unfold. And we also have Julian here, who's one of the players. He doesn't actually know why he's been asked onto here, so I'm going to explain to him. So first of all, I'm gonna. There are a few pieces of good news and bad news for you, Julian. It's kind of a bit of a mixed blessing. However, the first piece of good news, which I will tell you up front, you will not be first boot.
Okay.
I know you were worried about that. So basically, if you cast your mind back, there were two questions on the application form that everybody had to fill in. One of those was how much would people like power from 1 to 100, and there was also what position did people think that they were going to finish in. So on your form, you said that you would 100% like some early power. A few people said that though, so I took the tiebreaker, which was that you said that you were aiming to come first in the game, whereas the other people who'd said they wanted 100% actually didn't say that they were, well, either going for or expecting first. So this is why you're here. So basically, you're going to be the first person to understand why the name Power Shift has been applied to the first season of the All-Seeing Eye. In essence, momentarily, you will see the names of 11 different powers. These range from the mildly useful to the potentially very, very game-changing. You will not see what they refer to. You will simply have your wits need to have your wits about you to guess what they might imply. But I warn you that a lot of them have never been seen before. I was explaining some of them to X earlier, and he was getting very hyped for this. So, with the 11 powers, you will be assigning one to each of 11 of the 12 cast members. You can include yourself as one of them, or you could choose to sort of leave yourself out and give one to everybody else. It's entirely up to you. As we are accepting that you are going to have to be putting your cards on the table potentially, though, and showing a little bit of what you want to do with your game, that's why, whilst you are not going to be eligible to play in any competitions, because this is not HOH status, you will not be able to go home. You are immune for the first week. So, what I'm going to do is...
Oh, I'm lasting longer than one round in a Big Brother game. That's
Yeah,
cute.
I thought you'd be pleased. What I'm going to do is I am going to send you the names of the 11 powers that you can dish out. I'm sending these to you on Skype. Just for the benefit of people who are watching and obviously can't read what I'm putting. The names of the 11 powers are as follows. There is Third Wheel, Tossed Pancake, Reborn Santa, Unfilled Grave, Faulty Pistol, Stopped Clock, Split Pea, Boiled Kettle, Double-Edged Sword, Rusty Padlock, and Tight Zipper.
Can you send me like a cast list?
I can. Bear with me. Ba, 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 ba.
So, is everyone else going to be seeing this then?
This will it will be known what you have given to whom. However, what the powers are.
No, I just want to know if the recording is going to be shown.
Yes, yeah, it will be known what's happening.
Oh, okay. Well, I know who I'm not giving anything to, so let's divide up these other 11.
So, in other words, don't drag anyone too soon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, no. Right. There you go. I've not bothered to take you out of that, so.
There's one person in this cast who is. There's one person in this cast who is not a fan of me. So.
Okay. So in that case, do we assume that you are going to be keeping one of the powers for yourself?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Any idea which one you want?
I'm just gonna start handing these out.
Okay. Clearly deep in thought. I should say, no pressure. I sent the list without any context to X earlier and asked him which one he'd pick for himself, and he narrowed it down to 2, and they would both have been good picks. So,
Well, as the guy who's known for being obsessed with power, I'd hope I would have picked at least the decent options.
yeah. Slightly scary that you had a brief, it was almost like you had a vague insight into my mind, which was a concern.
Oh wow, X being obsessed with power, never would have guessed.
Ha! Ha! I mean, I'm kind of crazy too, so I feel like people on production are going to be good. Rolling, congrats on not being first out. Flashbacks to the last org, but congrats nonetheless.
I mean, I'm in another org right now. It's taking up most of my attention, if we're being honest here, but I'm still here. I'm still doing this.
Okay. So, the list has been sent.
I'll just forward my list text real quick.
Oh, thank you.
So, as nothing's been stated, I will not reveal anything that he's decided to do. Obviously, all the players will receive their powers, but they won't until probably a little bit after the first HOH, because I'm going to have to explain everything. Just so you are aware, Julian, and I am happy for you to discuss things with people. You are not required to keep any of this a secret, but just bear in mind how it may reflect on your game, either favorably or disfavorably. One of the things that will be happening within this season is that those powers, whilst those are where they start, they can be traded. They can be traded either by two people who would just like the other's power, if they happen to know what they are, but they will never be revealed publicly. They also can be exchanged for favors, i.e., if somebody wants someone to vote a certain way, they can take someone else's power. What I will say is that no player can hold more than one power at a time. These powers will be active until Final 7, or up until and including Final 7. And all of them, unless otherwise stated to someone, are single use only. So, yeah, we have your list. There are a couple of little things that we're not telling even you yet. However, those will be revealed in due course. However, you have done everything that we need of you right now. So I'm going to stop recording, and I will fairly shortly afterwards, I will let you know what the power that you have chosen for yourself means. So yes, stopping the recording of the call. Take care, everyone.